Welcome to NinonSpeaks. I'm your host, Ninon de Rosa, and my co-host is AJ Dean. Sit back and enjoy the show. Welcome to NinonSpeaks. Yes, I am Ninon, and next to me is my co-host, AJ Dean. She's amazing, absolutely wonderful. And of course, our guest is Lady Ninon. I love that lady bit. We're actually filming out of Oregon, but I'm in Vegas, and I don't know where Lady Ninon is.
I'm in Vegas as well.
Oh, you're in Vegas as well. So, would you like to introduce our guests and let us know exactly what we're in for?
Yes, it's a wonderful night tonight. First of all, welcome, Lady Ninon. It's such an honor and privilege to have you here. You look absolutely gorgeous. Lady Ninon is a burlesque dancer, singer, model, fire performer, and much more. She is recently performed and featured in the Burning Burlesque Rebirth show. She's been in a film called Ring of Desire. It's a romantic thriller. She's a performer at the Phoenix Bar in Las Vegas.
Okay.
And yes, and I also want to let her know that Georgette Dante wants her in her burlesque film in the future. Georgette wanted me to mention that. So welcome and hello. How are you?
I'm great. And you tell Georgette anything she wants, it's done.
Oh my goodness.
I love her to pieces.
You know, I was just sitting here and thinking that AJ could go on probably for a whole hour just introducing you. One busy lady.
Try to stay busy, yes.
So what brought you into burlesque? And I love to ask this question. How old were you when you started the burlesque?
I was, let's see, it was back in 2012.
Oh, so, it's recent.
Yeah, back in 2012, I did my very first, and it was funny, I actually did it around Valentine's Day as well.
Oh, so you gave everybody that beautiful Valentine's look.
Yes, I was scared to death for my first show. It was literally hey, we have a spot in the show. We want you to do burlesque. And I agreed to it, not having any idea what burlesque was, what it entailed, how to get ready for it. So I decided for my first routine to do something that I was familiar with while also doing burlesque. So I actually sang live.
So what were you familiar with?
Singing. My mother trained me to be a singer. She sings in gospel choirs, and that was something that she could pass on to me. So I was comfortable singing in front of an audience. I'd already had dance training. It's just I'd never done burlesque. So I said, you know what? Put a microphone in my hand. Let's do something I'm comfortable with.
So what did you do? Did you sing and do the burlesque as well?
Yes, I did. The only part that was difficult was instead of giving me a cordless mic, they gave me a corded mic and a mic stand. And you can only imagine how hard it is to take off any clothing while still holding a mic.
You've got this microphone running through your sleeves. Hello, how are you?
Exactly.
Cool. I mean, this is how I always do my act.
Always.
I love it. So where was that? Was that done in Vegas?
It was in Vegas. It was at the bar Tommy Rockers. Many years ago when they used to hold the Raw Vegas events, they had one there and they had all the models and the fashion shows, and they just pulled me out and said, we're going to have you do this.
I've done many a show down there. I've performed down there. Obviously I do a talk show thing, but I was also a judge down there for many. I think it went on for 6 or 7 weeks, and I was judging these bands and everything. It was very difficult. They'd have 2 or 3 up, and you don't want to sort of disappoint any of them. So I said, they're all good.
Yeah.
But you can't do that. You've got to choose one. But Tommy Rockers is really good. I think it's still going. It's been going there for years, hasn't it?
Long time, yes.
So do you think going from singing into burlesque is a little different? It's a little less clothes. I know when you sing, you don't have to have many clothes on. You can be very sexy in the whole bit, but at the same time, you've got clothes on.
Yes, I've learned since then that wireless mics that they use in pop stars are definitely your friend. There's not much you can do to hide the battery pack. Just tape it to the back of you or wear a smaller belt underneath your underwear. But it's not something that I do as often when I'm doing the singing in burlesque. It's more of a special occasion that I do singing live while doing burlesque.
So where did this Lady Neon come from? But the lady part, where did that come from?
The lady part was added shortly after I got the name Neon. I got the name Neon back when I was 18, and it was given to me by a fabulous, wonderful, exuberant, glamorous drag queen who I never saw again after that one night.
Oh.
And she just came up to me and said, I want to know your life story. Tell me everything. So I told her everything I could in that short time frame about being born and raised in Vegas and my life here. She goes, "Ooh, girl, I'm gonna call you Neon because you just bright." And she wandered off, and I never saw her again. And that name stuck.
There was something to your name because who has a? I mean, your name is similar to my name. My name is Ninon, and you're Neon. I think that yeah, we're kind of a little bit close there.
Oh yeah.
I love that. And can I just interject? I wanted to mention something. Gorgeous Lady Neon has also studied at the prestigious Art Institute of Las Vegas. Can you tell us a little bit about that and your experience there?
It was amazing. I graduated from Las Vegas Academy as a theater major, which is, if you've ever seen the original movie Fame, that's exactly what it was. We had a stage in our cafeteria. You had to audition to apply. You had to have teacher recommendations. So from there, I had the dream that I was going to direct music videos. I'm not quite sure how I went from musical theater to music videos, but that was the goal. And I started studying film at the Art Institute.
Now, have your family always been in the business, or your mother, you said, was in the business, right?
Yes, my mother, she is a gospel singer.
Oh, how wonderful. You know, it's so funny how so many young ladies come out of the gospel world, and it seems to give them a chance at a very young age to perform, but it's not really performing because you're in church, and in church you don't really perform, you just sing. You know, you're part of the choir. So performing, but you get the greatest training from that.
Yes, most definitely. My mother, her range is, she can sing as low as a bass of Barry White, and the next thing you know, she's doing those glorious trills and runs a la Mariah Carey. It's insane.
Yeah, I often wonder how they get that voice, but I truly believe that you're born with vocal cords that seem to be able to perform. I'll be able to sing because they seem to have such a different way. Every singer sings differently.
Yes.
So it comes from your own voice that you're bringing out.
It is, and training the vocal cords. Whew.
Yeah, how did you find the voice you wanted? Because I'm sure there's a story. I'm not sure though, but I think there's a story behind singers that they choose which range or where they. How do you choose that? Because you listen to your voice, or what do you do?
For me, it was interesting because I had the training from my mother being a gospel singer, but the music, she was so open-minded and didn't just keep me on that path. So my mom has albums from Pat Benatar, Prince, Morris Day and the Time, 70s soul bands. So she gave me all this wide range to choose from and give my voice chance to branch out and try different ranges and vocal notes and vocal runs, different styling. So I personally like being more in the rock and roll genre.
At the rock and roll, because after that, I guess you've got to figure out what music you like first. I mean, do you want hard rock, or do you want ballads? Do you want R&B? Do you want jazz? You know, you've got to figure out. So you've got to figure out the type of voice you have to sing those incredible notes.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely.
Yeah, I think it must be. What do you think, AJ? I think it must be. I don't know what I would do with my voice. I think I just keep talking.
Yes, I think we have some of the most best guests in the world. Lady Neon is multi-talented and she's so creative. And I wanted to ask her about the poster that's behind her. It's fabulous. It matches her outfit. You're so coordinated and you just look beautiful. Can you tell us about that?
That is actually the burlesque house that I'm a part of and a happy, proud member of here in Las Vegas. The House of Glamour, presented by Miranda Glamour herself. She is our house mother, our producer, our host. She gets us all together, rounds us up like stage kittens we are, and makes sure we look our best on stage.
That is so cool.
That is very cool. I love that. I love that idea. How many are in your group? And is it how long? How many are in your group? And how long is your performance? Is it an hour, 2 hours?
You know what? I have never actually counted all of us, but there's so, not only is it, we're not a large group, but it's the variety in the group. We're not all female. We have male entertainers, and a lot of us do sing. A lot of us also do choreographed dance. There's a couple of us that also do fire performance. So we're one of the groups that is, oh yeah.
You do the fire. Oh my goodness.
Yes, myself and about 3 other members of the group. So we make it so that if you come and see one of our shows, or if you want to hire us or something, anything you want, we have someone in that group who can do it. You want a guy who can do stilts and burlesque? We have a guy who does that.
So you really are a variety show, aren't you?
Oh yes.
100%, because you don't have much of a variety show now. I mean, there's just a
not at the moment.
You don't have the variety of what's going on and how you do it. Let me ask you a question. Have you done any records? Do you have any records out there, any recordings and all that stuff?
I actually don't have any records. Not yet.
Not yet.
Oh, yeah, there you go. I like that. Not yet. So you've got to work on that. So now you've been in this pandemic, which I believe the pandemic is kind of over. I heard today on the news that it's only 60%. No, it's only 40% now. 60% drop in the virus. So I think now that all the election is over and all who's going to be who and who's going to be what, and now the virus is over. So now that's kind of sorted itself out. So now that it's sorted itself out, what have you got coming up?
Well, we just had the show at the Phoenix on the 1st on Monday. We did a Zoom and we did it live. And then this upcoming Thursday, I have a show with the Quarantine Cabaret. We're going to have burlesque, there'll be pole, there's some fire, we have drag, aerialists, everything's happening.
And that's all going to be on Zoom, right?
Yes. We're trying to, get everyone in the mood for Valentine's Day, a little pre-taster, if you like.
Yes, so what are you doing on Valentine's Day? Are you going to be, there you go, I love that. So where are you going to be? Are you going to be performing live, or are you going to be on Zoom?
It'll be happening on Thursday. So it's sort of like a little precursor, a little appetizer for the weekend. Myself, personally, for Valentine's Day, I'll just be happy that my husband will be back home. He's in Salt Lake right now. Love you, Dave.
Did you say your husband?
Yes.
You better give him lots of kisses and lovers and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
How long have you been married?
We are actually newlyweds. It's funny. When we first got engaged, my husband decided, he goes, listen, I don't want to choose another anniversary date. The day we have now for anniversary, let's just pick a year where it falls on a weekend, and that's when we'll have the wedding. Unbeknownst to us, we chose, our anniversary was May 23rd, and he chose 2020 for our wedding. So, as you can imagine, the pandemic hit. So May 23rd, 2020, we decided, you know what? We still don't want to change the date. It's still on a weekend. We're going to make it happen. So we decided, we have this gorgeous courtyard in front of our townhouse. We bought a balloon arch. I called my mom, got my uncle. We got his best man. We went on Facebook Live and we just got married there.
Oh, well, that's something unusual, because that's something you'll be able to tell all your children and what, your family and everybody, how you got married and how you did it your way.
Yeah, I mean, hey, no pandemic's going to stop true love. And we end up saving so much money. I got a new car.
I'm so happy for you. I love that. And I love love. And what better way to celebrate Valentine's Day with the upcoming show that you have? That would be wonderful for everybody to attend. Where can they find out about that and buy tickets, Lady Ninon?
That is actually, let me see if I can get it to show up on the screen. There we go.
Yes.
Okay, you've got it.
I love it. Quarantine Cabaret.
Oh, yes.
Love Lockdown. A virtual variety experience Thursday, February 11th, 2021. Tickets $10. Only $10. That's what a deal.
Only.
And 6:30 p.m. live on Zoom at bit.ly/love lockdown. Yes.
Oh,
that
yes.
Sounds wonderful. Thank you.
AJ, I'm so happy you read that, because I can assure you. Okay, huh? What's
That was without my glasses. Look.
Well done. Well done.
Well done.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That's great. And I wanted to let everybody know that, like I mentioned before, Lady Neon has been in a romantic thriller called Ring of Desire. It's a film. Tell us about that. That was kind of fun, wasn't it?
It was so much fun. We filmed it we filmed it in 2020, early 2020, before anything happened, out in Arizona. Mm-hmm. And we did it out in the mountains. Every morning we woke up, we had live deer in our front yard. And oh yeah, it was something out of a freaking Disney film. It was amazing. I felt like Cinderella and Snow White, just feeding them cookies. Hello, dear. Hello. And the movie itself it's a thriller. We've got some supernatural things happening. I myself play the villain, if you can believe it. I play the evil witch. And it was so much fun. We're looking forward to hopefully having a premiere in the next couple months.
That's amazing. Is it a short or is it a long film?
It's a long film, full length.
Oh, wonderful. Was that your debut, or have you done filming before? Have you been acting before?
I had done filming before. I've done a couple of the 48-hour film festivals here in Las Vegas, which is, it's trying to say the least, but 48 hours with people, you get really know someone and grow as a team. So if you do film, go for it. Try that out.
I know all about the 48s. I actually did a lot of the red carpets for the 48 films.
Oh, nice.
Yes, I was down there doing and interviewing all the actors and actresses and all how they did it. And, you know, you're explaining it very well. But what happens, AJ, in 48 hours, you have to find yourself an editor, a producer. You have to get all the actors. You have to get everything. And this all has to be done. And then you have to act it out because it has to be all real. Someone has to write it. And then you have to put this all together, the whole thing together in 48 hours. And that's why it's called the 48-hour film project. And it's amazing what they come up with. Some of them are brilliant.
Well, and the parameters that they give you, where they give you one character that everybody has to have, one line of dialogue that everyone has to have, and the people themselves give you your genre. So you might be thinking, I'm going to really be great if I get musical theater, and they tell you have to make a Western.
Wow. You have to be really on your toes with whatever direction, right? And have a lot of creativity like you do, Lady Neon, and just go with it, right? I mean, it's a lot of fun, but there's a little bit of pressure there to get everything organized. You must be a Virgo because, like me, because you have to be able to handle it, get it really organized.
Every team needs a Virgo. We will have lists. You will have your script written in time. You'll have all the shots in order in time. It'll be edited down to perfection, locations, everything. It'll be great.
I'm going to do that one. Why do you think I've got AJ with me? AJ produces my show for me. You know why? Everything is organized. I'm a Gemini, so I'm two people at one time. I'm having a wonderful time, but I couldn't do what AJ does. I'm not that good at that.
So yes, you are, Ninon. You're great at it, Ninon.
Well, we try. What are your prospects, Lady Neon? What's coming up for you, and what channel are you going into? You're newlywed. You've got a lot of things going on for you. Where's your mind going with the epidemic has completely changed us as to where we're going, what we're doing. So what have you decided you're going to do now?
It has changed a lot of things. It's made it so I ended up actually during this whole time, I decided to turn my living room, because we haven't had a TV in years. We turned my living room into my performance space. So now it's made it so much easier to do my virtual shows, online classes, and currently it's been going really good.
That's wonderful. Well, what are these online classes? That sounds interesting.
Oh, I've been taking the classes. You can't, yes, if I can't go, I still do dance classes and make sure that I'm still in shape and still fit. Don't lose any technique. If you stay ready, you never have to get ready. And a great man told me that.
Okay. So you're keeping yourself in shape for stuff coming up. When do you think, I keep hearing rumors, but when do you think that Vegas is going to kind of really open up and because there are no shows in the hotels, none.
But I keep seeing the signs and the billboards for shows that are coming back. And personally, I'm intrigued to see how they do it. I saw one where they said the Magic Mike show would be coming back, as well as Thunder from Down Under. And if you've ever gone to those shows, it's very, very much artification is a huge part of it. And I'm curious to see how they pull that off. If they bring that back, I'm in.
Yeah, a lot of the clubs are open, but no performances in them. I know that the Mayfair that's a supper club, but they do have performers in there. But they said the tables are sort of, it's like the bootlegger. I was in the bootlegger the other day. and the tables are very sparse, but it seems to take away the atmosphere. You know, you go sort of, you know, hi there, 2 miles away, and so it sort of changed the whole thing. So I think, you know, getting back to this is very hard, though all the performers, I believe, have practiced and learned and done. So I think they're definitely all ready to be out there in gangbusters to put their best performance on.
They are. And I believe that us seeing, you know, just how precious and special that bond is from the performer to the audience, we can't do what we can do without them. It's just not possible. If we don't, that jam-packed room, we feed off that energy. And that's a huge part of our performance.
I know the Italian American Club, they had a performance down there the other couple of weeks ago. I was there. And the way they put the tables, it was sold out. The place was sold out, which is, you know, it's what, 25% capacity or 50%. So it's not really that hard to sell something out. But it seems not only the performers, but also the audience can't wait to get back, especially in Vegas. They love it.
It's something we've definitely noticed performing at the Phoenix, how the audience is, like you said, they're so happy and eager to be there and see something live.
Yes.
So it's one of those moments, you know, the moment we can all have 100% capacity, it's going to be, again, sold out like that.
I think people are going to appreciate the performers more now than ever.
Yes.
Oh, and we missed it. Absolutely. So you don't really have much coming up until sort of this is over, live performances.
Yes.
So don't forget the audience out there, February the 11th. I think you said 6 o'clock. Am I right?
At 6:30. 6:30, the doors will open. 7 p.m. we go live.
You go live. Now, when you say you go live, are you going to be performing in your place, and then somebody else will perform in their place? Are you performing in all different places?
Yes, we're all performing at our respective homes, but it's all live performances. Nothing will be pre-recorded. We're going to be interacting with the guests. There'll be games. We're giving out prizes. The whole celebration.
Isn't that amazing?
Sounds like a lot of fun, doesn't it? And I just want to say, Lady Ninon, you're so beautiful, and I love your energy. Don't you love her? She's just like, don't you want to just hold on to her forever, Ninon?
I'm jealous of what she's wearing. I love this outfit she has on.
Thank you.
And change my top and put something else snazzy. I love the shoulders. I don't. And you're absolutely right, AJ. Your energy really is a gift. It's a gift.
Thank you.
Lady Ninon, you just radiate so much glow and beauty, and it's a wonderful thing. And I just hope that our audience on the podcast and on radio can also, and I know they will, feel your wonderful vibration and your wonderful love. I do want to let you know we've got about 4 minutes left, 4 minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock. But I do want to give a shout out to Jeff Dean, our director of development behind the scenes. He's the one that does the magic behind the scenes and gets everything organized. We wanted to say thank you, Jeff. Appreciate your help.
Thanks, Jeff.
Jeff is amazing. The whole team is amazing. Listen, do you have AJ? Do you have a list of the radio stations we're on? I know we're on the NinonSpeaks is on Google. It's on Apple.
We're on iHeart, Apple, Google. We're going all over the internet, and it's really exciting.
That's great.
I'm sorry, say that again?
We're in India.
Yes, in India. Wow.
Yeah.
International, nice.
Well, what do you call branching out? we're like these veins. We keep moving forward. But that's an idea for you. I would like to ask you, Lady Ninon, what advice would you like to give to the younger generation out there of how to be a performer like you? I mean, no one can be really like you because you're so fantastic, but maybe similar.
You know, don't be afraid to be your authentic self. Like you said, there's only going to be one version of you. Yeah. So don't try to emulate or try to become someone else. What the audience wants is your authentic performance. They want to see your burlesque. We have the Dita Von Teeses and every other one else. We need to see who you are. But also at the same time, don't be afraid to go and check in with the legends and see how they're, get their advice, get their opinions.
Yes, absolutely.
There's so much knowledge and so many great stories from them. Georgette Dante, Tiffany Carter, amazing. Tempest Storm. You get so many.
Georgette Dante is as our director of entertainment, and this woman is absolutely amazing. She's always out there. She's always laughing. She's always happy. And she helps people a lot out there. A lot of people she helps, which I think is beautiful. She's trying to get this movie underway, which I'm quite sure she will, because with her tenacity, I'm sure it'll happen.
Oh,
And
yes.
I'll be playing a part in it, and I don't know what I'm doing in it, and AJ will be somewhere.
Yes, Georgette definitely wants you in her burlesque movie, and I think it's going to be fabulous. How exciting and fun!
I'm going
Yes, all three of us will get in. It'll be a reunion.
Oh, I'd love that.
to become a burlesque dancer at my age. I'm gonna. Woo-hoo.
Do it.
There
I
you
have some
go.
feather fans you can use.
I'm sorry.
I have a pair of feather fans you can use by all means.
Yeah, but you know these. Oh yeah, oh the feather fans.
Yes.
Yeah, that can hide up parts of my body that shouldn't be shown anymore.
That's what corsets are for. You just put rhinestones on anything, it's automatically fabulous.
Well, I never thought of putting. Well, I've never been a burlesque dancer, but I never thought of putting rhinestones on a corset.
Yes.
What a brilliant idea for all the guys. Quick message from you, Lady Ninon. How can people reach you?
You can find me on Instagram, on Twitter, and on Facebook, all under Lady Ninon 85.
Lady Ninon 85, you said?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. That sounds absolutely wonderful. I know we're coming to the end of our show. I've always been trying to time the show exactly right, and I haven't got it right yet. So I guess I'm one of those imperfect people. Absolutely fabulous to listen to you, to listen to your
Yes.
and what you're doing, Lady Ninon. It really is amazing. You're very talented, but you work hard, don't you?
And we want to see more of you.
You know, you work hard, you play hard. You have to stay busy.
What do you mean you play hard? You play hard? Oh, are you playing hard to get with your husband? No.
Yes, when he's not acting right, most definitely.
Oh, no, hang on. He's already got you. Don't have to worry anymore. That's for sure.
There you go. Yes.
Yeah, I want to thank all our audience out there for tuning in to NinonSpeaks Media Image. It's an amazing program. I never thought it would reach this far, and it has. I want to thank our guests. I, of course, want to thank Lady Ninon and all the other guests we've had, because without any of you, we do not have a show. So when you all tune in, and of course, we're so happy doing the radio thing as well now. So that's everything's sort of working out. Sometimes we think we can't do anything because life comes in, but we just keep moving forward, and it all works. So good luck on not Valentine's Day, February the 11th at 6:30. Don't forget to tune in to Lady Ninon. And